Alright. Let's see what we got. Familia. Family. If you can hear me, if you can see me, tap in real quick. Super quick message. I am not going to stay long. I have a meditation that I was going to do. I have to edit today's lesson for the academy. I got a lot of stuff to do, but I did want to hop on real quick and just give you guys a very sacred reminder. A very sacred reminder of our connection to the land. Okay? And it goes beyond just, hugging a tree, or beyond just, talking about climate change and shit like that. I'm talking our true connection to the land and the powers that we possessed when we can connect to the land. Okay? If you guys haven't seen the newest Avatar, I highly recommend you guys go see that. But in the movie, there is one character who, her name is Kiri. And Kiri is kind of an outsider almost. She's looked at as kind of weird, like a freak. And that's because she can spend all day just sitting down and like falling in love with this blade of grass. She'll just lay down and roll around in the grass and touch every animal, every tree, every plant she'll see. And that's all she wants to do all day. She ends up being able to control everything and save the day. She's able to control the animals to go here, control the plants to do this. And when people see that movie, I want people to realize that this is what we can do as humans. We can connect to the land in that way, to where we can have those animals fighting for us. Granted, that's the worst possible way to utilize that connection, but it's the example just based off of the movie that is in my head. But you have this symbiotic relationship with the animals and the plants. The plants follow you. The animals follow you. Okay? The animals respect you. All right? We're not walking around in fear because we're so disconnected with the animals. We think everything is out to kill us or something. Okay? So I'm here to remind you of your sacred connection. And there's not really much you have to do other than feed that relationship, just as if you were feed a friendship, with another human, hanging out with them, learning about them, showing them love, compassion, empathy and all these things. It's the same way you grow your connection back to the land, same way that you grow your connection back to the plants and back to the animals. See, when I started herbalism, and then just start spewing stuff online. When I started herbalism, I went to ancestral wisdom. So I went to mentors that would talk about the spirit of the plants. Okay, connecting with the spirit of the plants, communicating with the plants, showing respect to the plants. Okay, and so it reminded me, it helped me remember of our connection to the land and how important it is if we want to live in harmony again. Because that is the whole point. We are in a disharmony. We are not in balance as human beings on this planet. We are the gods of the earth. We are supposed to be the highest conscious beings on this planet. And for some reason, we think that our fucking food is packed in a lab and sold through a drive-thru, and that we're somehow the smartest humans because we thought of that. Okay? It's just not true. All right? You've been lied to for a very, 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 very long time. Okay? Your nervous system has been compromised for a very, 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 very long time, to the point where you're able to see death and not have any type of reaction to it. And I got this download a long time ago, but when I watched Avatar 2, it kind of like burned it in me. And it kind of like reignited that. But, when they killed one of the animals, mind you, this is a random like fish or whatever it was in that movie, the way that they were trying to get the native people to talk was to kill a random animal. And when they killed it, you see everybody just going crazy, the entire village. They were just crying and screaming. Shit, I was crying at the movies when he killed the damn animal. My heart sank when he killed the damn animal. And mind you, I was off the shroom, so my emotions were just crazy. But you have to understand, like, why do we not feel a certain type of way? Sit back and actually analyze. Why do we as humans, who are supposed to be the most empathetic, who are supposed to be the highest conscious animals that are on this planet, why can we go all day and see people getting murdered all on our phone feeds, on our social media apps, in our movies, in our games, in our books, in our news cycle? Why is it that we can see so much death when it comes to other animals, whether it be the human animal, because humans are animals, whether it be the human or whether it be another animal or the earth itself? Why can we see destruction but not be the high empathetic beings that we are? You have to question this. And that's because your nervous system has been compromised. Okay? Your nervous system has been compromised. All right? Your thoughts are not yours. Your feelings are not yours. They are exactly by design. All right? And this goes to the people who are just living life unaware, going through life unaware of these things. Okay? Unaware that things are wrong. Okay? Unaware that, maybe the people who brought on genocide to everybody, maybe not the people to trust. You know, the people who brought genocide to everybody, maybe not the best people to go to when we need help with our health. Okay? Quite literally everything in the grocery store, and I mean 110%, every single thing in the grocery store is handled by man. Okay? It has been constructed to fit man's needs. All right? But there's properties in there. They still have antioxidants. They still have hydration in there. They still have electrolytes in there. So regardless, it does not matter. If it's hybrid, if it's this, that, and the third, as long as it's not plain GMO, like pure GMO, where it says GMO, other than that, you're perfectly fine. Okay, so don't worry about that. Don't try to just scare yourself out of everything. Okay? If you think humans are made to eat meat, that's you. That's you. But just know that human is the most empathetic animal on this planet. And the fact that we cannot shed a tear at our fellow humans dying or at our fellow animal brothers and sisters dying, you have to understand that your nervous system has been compromised. Okay? Your nervous system should have a reaction. Just like children, if you were to kill a chicken, a cute little baby chicken, hey, this is going to be our dinner tonight. Chop off his head right in front of a child. What is it going to do? Okay, it's going to start crying. Okay, it is going to start crying. Why is that? Because the babies, the children are the one that we need to be learning from, not fucking programming with our bullshit diets, our bullshit religions, our bullshit traditions and stuff like that. Children are there to learn from. They're not there to program and make how we want to make them. They're there to learn how we are supposed to be moving. Okay? And the fact that a child, if you were to put a piece of meat, all right, put a cow in front of a child and put a bunch of fruits in front of the child, you tell me which one it's going to gnaw on first. You tell me which one it's going to want to eat on first. I can promise you it's not going to be the fucking cow. Okay? But why is that? Humans are supposed to eat beef, aren't they? They're supposed to eat the cow. No. Okay? That's what's been programmed into you. My son, at 3 years old, he considers meat caca. Okay? So he's already programmed with something. Regardless, you're going to have to program your kids one way or another. Okay? Regardless, everything is programming. Everything that you believe in, plant-based, vegan, meat, whatever the fuck it is, it's a programming. You choose what that programming is going to be. Okay? So with my child and our children, We are programming them to be connected to every single animal, every single plant in the Mother Earth. Okay? So when we see meat, he instantly thinks of it as caca and he gets kind of sad. He says, I don't know why they eat that. He's 3 years old. Very profound question. I don't know either, Leon. That's his name. I don't know fucking either. I really don't. And the reason why we think we can eat it is because we give it names. We have commercials. We put seasonings on it. We cook it to make it palatable. Okay, we do everything in the world, okay, to make it palatable. You understand that? We do everything in the world to make it digestible. All right, you don't have to throw seasoning on fruit. Okay? You don't have to worry about eating fruit raw when it's ripe. On this, that, and the third, because that's what you do with steak. No, you're just doing that because you've been convinced that that's the only way you have to eat it. Because that is the only way you can eat it. You eat it raw, you're going to throw up. You eat it raw, you're going to, okay? If you cannot eat it raw, you should not be eating it at all. Okay? Because the only fire that should be put to your foods is the fire in your digestive system. The fire in the sky, aka the sun. Those are the only fires that should be put to your food. Not an external fire on a stove. You're going to burn up the electrolytes. You're going to burn up the function of it. You're going to burn up the enzymes. You're going to burn up the life in it. Okay, so if you want to eat meat, hormones, all the adrenaline into you, you're going to be getting the nutrients from the blood and stuff like that. And that's the only way you should be eating meat is raw. It's not seasoned in between two buns with, you know, all these different fruits and things added to it. Okay, guys? If you want to eat meat, eat that shit raw. And you're going to learn very quickly that the human body was not made for raw meat. Okay? You're going to learn very quickly. All right? But I want you guys to understand the reason why you guys can, raw meat is so dangerous. Why? I wonder fucking why. Go tell that to a lion. He'll laugh at you. Why? Because the lion is made for that. The lion has a digestive system made specifically for that. And things into it just to make it okay to eat. That should automatically go to show you this is not what we're supposed to be eating. If you cannot walk up to it and straight eat it, it is not for you. It is not for you. Okay, I want you guys to fully understand that. Understand, overstand, understand, okay? I want you guys to burn that into your heads. If you cannot eat it raw, you should not be eating it at all. All right? All right? The reason why you are able to eat dead animals, even though you are the highest energetic, the highest conscious being on this planet, you are the gods of this earth. Okay, you are the gods walking on this earth. The reason why you are eating roadkill, why you are eating dead animals, reason why you can see dead animals and not have a reaction is because your your nervous system has been compromised. Okay, guys? Understand that. I'm about to hop off, but please understand that. Your nervous system has been compromised, meaning you are not feeling the things that you should be feeling naturally. Okay? You guys, we see war and some people love war. Yeah, war. People dying, killing. So you have to understand, we're the most empathetic animals. We can sit there and cry at a bug being squished. We're the most empathetic animals on this planet. Okay? And the fact that we lack empathy should show you something. We lack empathy to all things living. We can chop down a tree with no regard, even though that tree was literally dancing yesterday. That tree was literally dancing all day and you chopped off the life. Bro, you just killed the tree. What do you do? What'd you do that for? What the fuck? You know, my son sees it and he's like, dang, this is the programming that I put in. I used to say when the lawnmower comes by, he's like, whoa, let's go check it out. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't really like the lawnmower. It gives ouch to the grass. It gives ouch to the plantas. I don't really like the lawnmower. Okay, thank you. You know, and I don't know why they're doing that. You know, he understands that the grass is living just like him. He understands not to step on that ant because that's a brother or sister. You know, and Avatar 2 really showed that. I found that very beautiful when they showed that. When those big animals, they would come by and speak to the Na'vi. They would speak to the land animals, to the avatars. And the avatars would consider them their soul brothers, their soul sisters, and they would talk about stories and share stories about their lives or their children and things like that. And this is people on land, you know, humans, I guess, and animals. They would call each other soul brothers, soul sisters. Okay, so I hope that helps you remember your connection with animals. Okay, because you are an animal. Everything on Mother Earth is a fucking animal. Okay? Every single animal is an animal. Like every single thing that's walking, crawling, breathing, okay, has flesh of some sort is an animal. Okay? So humans are animals just like that ant is an animal, just like that bear is an animal. We are all fucking animals. We are all animals. All right? So do not get it twisted. And every single animal is your brother or your sister. Okay? Every single animal is your brother or your sister. All right? And when you can see that, and when you can connect to animals like that, other animals like that, then you start building your connection to the land. Okay? And then you start realizing what you're even put on this earth for. It's not to go to college. It's not to pay bills. It's not to go to war. It's not to do any of the bullshit that we do now. It's just to have an experience and share that experience with other people, other animals, other beings having their own experience. That's it. When you understand that, when you understand that simple truth, then you can understand that you don't have to worry about shit. You don't have to stress about shit. You can zoom out and say, I'm not going to get so stressed in the world and stuff like that. You were just put here to experience, to have fun, touch things, try things, climb things, look under things, connect with other people having their own experience, honor them for the sacred beings that they are. That plant, that's a sacred being right there. If you think about it, there's animals that can kill us like this. If you think about it, every single animal in the world could easily just link up with each other and be like, yo, let's just raid these fucking people. Let's just kill these people. They can easily do that. Whenever we're riding horses, animals can easily kill us. Whales in the ocean can topple any fucking little boat in the ocean. Why don't they? Okay, because they are still empathetic beings. They're still spiritual beings. They understand that this shit is not necessary to go and kill. Humans are the only ones that have their nervous system compromised from programming and parasites. You're the only ones who are like, let's just go to war because that guy, he has a funny looking face. He doesn't look like me. I'm gonna go kill him and his whole family and everybody that looks like him. Whoa, bro, what the fuck was that about? Like, what is wrong with you? You know, but some reason that's so natural. That's so natural to us, to humans. Okay? We have to understand why. Okay? You're not feeling the feelings that you're supposed to be feeling. All right? Feel some fucking empathy for Mother Earth that's dying right now. Feel some empathy for humans that are dying at an extremely rapid rate. Feel some empathy for all the animals that have been brought to extinction just off of colonialism alone. There's a reason why you're not walking around and hearing animals. It's almost midnight. Southern California, Los Angeles. If I open my door right now, I'm not going to hear a single thing. Nothing. Because all the animals on this land have been wiped out. Okay? All the animals on Turtle Island have been wiped the fuck out. That's why you don't see bugs like you used to when you were a kid. That's why you don't hear things at night when you used to when you were a kid. Okay? Because things are dying and going extinct at a very, very rapid pace. So we need to kick up the fucking urgency. All right? This is where I come in to help you with this awareness. To help you realize that it actually is a problem, and it's probably a lot worse than what you've been told or what you even, know. Okay? I am here to bring the urgency to you. I'm here to bring the awareness to you. Okay? I used to hear birds every morning here in Indiana, but have not in weeks. Maybe they went away for the winter or something like that. But even then, it's like Turtle Island is America, whatever you want to call it, definitely suffering the worst, in my opinion. When it comes to the native species, whether that be the indigenous peoples or whether that be the indigenous and other animals, birds, bears, all this type of stuff, they have suffered the most. They have suffered the most. The indigenous alone, their numbers have been cut by like 90% since the colonizer first reached this land. 90%. Okay, so if there was 100 indigenous people here, there's only 10 of them now. That's how bad it is. So you can only imagine what animals went in that process. You can only imagine if 90% of the humans have been extinct. Imagine the native animals here. Imagine the native plants here. Imagine all the native food and medicine here. Why is it that you can go almost anywhere in this country and you won't find wild fruit? Because all the wild fruit has been chopped down. All the wild fruit has been destroyed. Okay? I know you guys are probably hearing on TikTok, it's very trendy now, there's only male trees out there. Yeah. And half of the trees, half of the trees that you see aren't even native here. They're not even supposed to be here. They're like, what the fuck are we doing here? I belong in India with the rest of my other tree family. Or someplace in Africa with my other tree family. So they're out here. They don't even know what they're doing. So as you can see, this becoming aware. How many people actually have these thoughts on a day-to-day basis? So that's the first thing that you can do. Become aware of how much destruction is actually being brought to the land. How much disharmony is actually being brought, not just to the human, but to the native animals. Okay? Because when the native animals are in disharmony, that interrupts the trees and the plants from the pollinators and stuff like that. That affects all of it affects us down the line. Yeah, I'm doing all right, I'm doing all right. I'm doing beautiful, actually. I appreciate you. But the one thing that you can do to help is just by being aware and then spreading that awareness. That's what I wanted to come on live for. Just bring you guys that awareness. Make you guys start questioning things. Okay, making sure you guys are, looking at things. Maybe now you'll see somebody chopping down a tree for absolutely no reason, and you'll actually kind of feel something. You'll be like, dang, why is he doing that? That kind of actually makes no sense. We shouldn't even be doing that. Damn, I knew a bird that was actually had a nest there. Or damn, I used to stretch on that tree all the time. Or man, that's less oxygen. I want you to have these thoughts now. Okay? I want you to go around and actually, touch a tree. Thank a tree for being there. That's what you can do to help. Just become aware, man. That's the first step. How can I get the eczema class? It was not a class on eczema. That was just a Q&A. Every single month, we have a part of our academy, Life and Nature. At the end of the month, I do a wrap-up call. So week 1 is the anatomy of the organs that we're talking about that month. So this month was the intestines. So week 1 is the anatomy of the intestines. Week 2 is the function of the intestines. What do they actually do? Week 3 was the emotional aspects or the energetic aspects of the intestines, and I threw in some journal prompts and some affirmations and things like that. And then the 4th week is that wrap-up call that we do with me, and it's a live Zoom call. And, you know, we talk about the herbs, how to fix these organs that we're talking about. So the intestines, how to fix it with the herbs, what therapies that we can do, what, you know, different plans that we can do at home. And then we wrap up the whole month. And then at the end, we do a Q&A where everybody can just come on and just ask me whatever question they want, whether it be about the topic or not, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. So this today, or was it today? Yeah, today, the Q&A at the end of the lesson was about severe bleeding eczema. And then I gave her some tips, and I just went over some stuff to help her son with that. But if you want access to that, that's in our academy, Life in Nature. Life in Nature Academy. It's our certified academy. You know, complete year 1, and you'll learn everything that you need to learn in order to bring your body back into balance. You learn about the organs from bottom to the top. Okay. Next month, we're talking about the kidneys and the adrenal glands for January. We're bringing on guest speakers every single month. So this month we had a woman who owned a colonics clinic. She was our guest speaker a couple weeks ago, and she gave her perspective, her knowledge on the topic of, you know, the intestines and their emotional connections and stuff like that. So all of our lessons are available in our weekly, in our content hub, and that's available for anybody regardless of when you join. And you have to complete every single lesson every single month in order to get the certificate at the end of the year. But in order to move on to the next lesson for the next month, you have to complete the quiz at the end of the month. It actually won't let you access, you know, the future videos until you complete that month's quiz. And that is for you guys to actually understand, and utilize that knowledge that's being given to you, and not, you know, you're just watching it just for some mental stimulation, and, you know, you're just on to the next lesson, No, I want you to be able to complete a quiz on it, on what you just learned, in order for you to move on. Now, there's no expiration dates. My favorite thing about the academy is that it's a move at your own pace. So it doesn't mean that you have to, you know, get certified in that 1 year that you made. Let's say you're in it for 5 years, and for the whole 1 year, you know, you were busy with life, you had a baby, you had a new job, or whatever it is, and you couldn't get to it. That's cool. It's still waiting for you, and it's available for you whenever you choose to do it. So, yeah, that's Life in Nature Academy. It's our newest academy. We just opened up. We're 1 month in, you know, a couple dozen students, and yeah, I'm very grateful. And we also have a private Facebook group where we can go and chit chat and stuff like that. So I need to heal my kidney, so I'm ready to start. Yes, join. You're definitely gonna, you're actually definitely gonna want to join, because in about 2 weeks, our next guest speaker, he actually is a kidney failure survivor. Okay, a kidney failure and a heart failure survivor. So he's gonna talk about his story and stuff like that. So you would definitely love that. And like I said, all of the lessons, all of the presentations, they're all in the content hub, so they're available forever. Okay, so you don't have to sign up now. You can sign up whenever you want, and it's still available. But all right, guys, I've been talking a lot. I did not want to stay on for too long. I actually have some lessons to edit tonight. You guys, is vitiligo curable? Everything is curable if you believe so. But yes. What about type 2 diabetes? Oh, that's for sure. That's a lot easier than the ulcers. That's for sure. Type 2, go grab my sugar overload bundle. Okay, we have herbs over at lifetheplantway.com. All right, that's the brand that you guys are tuned into right now, Life the Plant Way. We have herbal bundles. We have detox bundles for almost every ailment that you can think of. So our sugar overload bundle is for diabetes, parasites, funguses, stuff like that. Of course I do fasting. Yes. I feel like we all do fasting naturally. We just don't know it. Okay, I appreciate you guys. Love from South Africa. Much love to the motherland. Much love to you all.